So, hello everyone and welcome back to some more of the Dragon Age Origins here in the Brecilian Forest with me, Kide and Ruska, and everyone else of the group obviously enough as well. So, we will be going deeper into the Brecilian Forest today, but I was thinking that I would like to go and quickly talk a little bit more to the Hermit, because before I just wanted to specifically get first and foremost the acorn, but we didn't even try to even investigate the tree stump or anything. I don't really actually remember if I've ever talked to him enough, for example, that he doesn't have any more questions to us. I'm kind of interested to see how that works. I really can't say I would remember anything about it, so that's the thing. Plus then, I don't think I will have anything to trade, sadly. But at least we can ask about the forest, especially now when I missed asking the stupid question from the oak itself, which I should have asked first before I chipped into goddamn quest, but can't be helped, it's already done now.
What's this now? You again? Why don't you go away?
Because I like to talk with you. Do you want to ask me another question?
May I? Oh yes, I think I might. What is your relationship with your father?
I don't get along with him because, I never knew my father.
Interesting. Most interesting. So that means that you did indeed have a father. I knew I would trip you up sooner or later. But it is your turn to ask now. Ask. Ask away, I dare you.
Yeah, I would assume that I must have had a father. Usually you don't come about without a mother and a father. But I'd never met him, so how would I know anything about him? How do you enter the center of the forest? You can tell it at least then to us.
It's where the wolfmen have their lair, but the trees will block the path. There's a way to fool the trees, of course. Trees are thick, wooden things, after all, easily fooled if you know how.
And you know how, don't you?
Oh my, no, that's quite a question. I think that answer deserves something a little extra first, don't you? I stole something from an oak tree some time ago, and it won't stop pestering me for it back. Would you be so good as to turn it into firewood or something equally dead?
Nah. So I could have chosen that sort of a thing, but I've never done it and I could never do it. Are you talking about the rhyming oak?
You know of it? Good, that makes this much easier. Yes, that's the one.
But yeah, I've never even tried to ask that because I've always returned the acorn. And then I've been feeling that I don't think I want to be answering this guy's questions too much. I'm not going to kill some oak tree because you asked me to.
It's up to you. Yes, indeedy. Your choice. Time to move on now.
Indeed. So do you have another question for me?
I think it is your turn to ask, is it not?
If you say so. I guess you asked a question about if I would do a quest for you, so in that sense I guess that was a question of itself. So who exactly are you?
Who am I? Why do you want to know? Did they send you? Did they tell you to ask?
That's a lot of questions. You'd better have some answers.
Ah! Damnation! Caught by my own rules. Oh, did they tell you to pretend to be an innocent stranger with a head full of fluff and nothing? I'm trickier than I look. I survive still, and the trees, they leave me be. I've won. They will never find me. Never.
Well, I found you. And what if I tell them you are here?
Then I would hide again. The forest. It would get them first, it would. They will never find me. Never. But that's all I have to say about that. An answer for an answer. There you go.
Okay, I didn't see other than the trade question, but I can trade for the helmet anyways.
You're going to report to them now, are you? Fine. Goodbye.
Indeed, I will report. I report shall I. I shall look into your tree stump, but I think if I do too much, he will attack me, but I really don't remember. Still want to investigate it. It appears someone has dug a hole beneath the stump, leading to a tiny and filthy cave of sorts. Obviously, the hermit sleeps in here. Or there. There also appears to be a small cubby hole within the body of the trunk itself. It is filled with mud, twigs, and other debris.
Hold on, you. That's private property. That's an old man's home, that is. Keep out. Keep out.
It just always still feels wrong to me actually try to enter there. I don't think I've ever done it. Let's leave it alone at least for now. Maybe I can find something else to trade in some other area and then come back to him and check it. I don't know. Maybe. But it's just difficult. It's feels wrong just do it when he's right here and everything. Unless we were able to take the chest anyways, but yeah, probably can't, but it's okay. It's okay at the end of the day. Well, let's go and head into the forest deeper then. And yeah, we'll see where it will be leading us. Shall we? The Grand Oaks branch allows you to pass through the barrier.
What comes, my friend?
I did not try to talk to you. Tried to move my camera like this and then it somehow crapped into you. Swift Runner, hello.
The forest has not been vigilant enough. Still you come. You are stronger than we could have anticipated. The Dalish chose well. But you do not belong here, outsider. Leave this place.
Why won't you let me try to settle this dispute? It has to be solved one way or another.
You are sent by the treacherous Dalish to kill Witherfang. I will not stand by and allow that to happen.
Yeah, but even if they would have sent me, it doesn't mean that I will always do exactly what they want me to do. Why? What is Witherfang to you exactly? Is he your leader?
You know nothing about him. And I am not about to enlighten you. You are an intruder in our home. You come to kill, as all your kind do. We have learned this lesson well. Here, Witherfang protects us. Here we learn our names and are beloved. We will defend Witherfang and this place with our lives.
Of course you will. I was thinking that I would like to ask the other question even more so, but it's okay. It is as it is. Has to be done. Let's see, what would we like to do? Let's do misdirection hex first. I think I like that idea quite well. Have you taunted yet? No, you haven't. So please do. Misdirection hex. I'm kind of tempted to do something like, yeah, sure, let's do this. You guys then move a little bit further away. So then we can also do this to the same guy and it will explode, but it will mostly deal damage to these guys rather than us. Of course it did actually hit a little bit of us still there too, or well, at least Okrem got hit, but that's okay. I wanted to do something a little bit different. Sure, do the Curse of Mortality then, why not? Swift Runner is almost dealt with at least. I guess I should kill these guys first, maybe. That way I actually get the experience, otherwise I may not be able to. I'm not certain.
Yep.
Just for that reason. Alistair got a little bit of a heal, which is good. What else would I like to do? Sure. Attack here. That's pretty good. You can disorientate, I guess, that's fine. And then Swift Runner to the end. Hello, you white wolf. As in Bitterwang. Let's just get all of these things then. First and foremost. And yeah, well, we arrived here, we met a Swift Runner again, and it didn't end the best possible way, that situation, considering we had to fight them, but couldn't be really helped them too much in that situation. Let's have a pixie into here. I guess this is another place where we can find some more of that. What was that set called now? Onyx Demon Statuette. Yay. An iron ring. Maybe it was just a normal ring like that that we gave away, but I don't know for sure. I really don't. So we can get all of these chests. And these guys will be indeed waking up clearly when we go and do this. But let's just do it. It's what happens. Familiar Warting runes are carved into this tombstone. Disturb the wards even. Sure, I think you should go at least to the Revenant already. There's even skeleton archers there that are a little bit more powerful than we might like them to be. Maybe we can do something about that. Skeletal archer at least. And give it a crushing prison. So it won't be immediately bothering us, and then Okren and I will try to clear these two archers, and well, at least Alistair goes and disturbs these guys in the meantime. Let's try to give you a misdirection hex if that can work out. Where am I? Oh, I got pulled, of course. That's why I suddenly was in the completely wrong place. Can you try to taunt? It would be amazing if you could. Because yes, would be quite nice. Don't need to do that. Don't think those sort of things work very well. Do that. Maybe it at least can damage both of those guys a little bit. Yay, stunned. Don't clearly did not work very well when the Revenant is running there. Well, at least Okren is getting slowly but surely that thing killed. Run, Morrigan, right about now. Okay, you two will take care of that. You will heal yourself a little bit. Morrigan, I will go and try to kill these guys in the meantime. At least this archer is down. And, well, two archers are really down, which is alright. Nice. Some interruptions against them. You could still help me out with these guys a little bit. Even if it's immune, but still. Should be alright. You guys are doing okay, so nothing to worry about with that too much. Help here. So we can just kill this guy and then get to move back into here to actually deal with this guy. Ah, sad that it didn't work out. Somehow still managed to get Morrigan down. Not exactly, just got some area effect damage, I guess, close by enough. Penalty to damage. Yeah, I would prefer to be able to remove that. You can use it. But hey, one more cleared. And yeah, Juggernaut. That's the thing. Juggernaut pieces. Armor pieces. Nothing else with these guys, but hey, that's taken care of. One more piece taken. Cotton. So my journal. 3 of the 4, I think. Yeah, 1 item remains to be found. But that's not too much. Just 1 more. Gatekeeper.
We are invaded! Intruders have deceived their way into the forest's heart. Fall back to the ruins. Protect the lady!
Smell that? Looks like these fellas have marked their territory.
Uh-huh. Good to know. Good to know that they smell apparently then. A little bit clearly. Gather your party and venture forth. Well, where else would we be going? Of course, I am kind of thinking that would it, the last piece also of the Juggernaut armor have to be in these earlier areas, but it might not be, so I assume we must be able to find it forward. I hope so anyways. Would be sad if we didn't. Magic is meant to serve men and never to rule over them. Ruins, upper level. So plenty of investigations to do here in the ruins then on the other hand. Plenty of work cut out for us. No, didn't mean to go all the way there yet.
Smells like wet dog in here.
Cool. Good to know. A smelly dog. Seems to be an ancient elven ruin. It at least has the same sort of statues that they had there about the certain goddesses or the important people anyways in the Dalish camp, so... Hello. I tried to do that, but doesn't matter.
And I'm off.
You do win again, indeed. You always just win. Someone very bloody left here. Very bloody. Pile of filth and then some rubble. Then there's either the door or that way. How does it look on the map? I think both directions can take us possibly to the same way, so I'm not certain about it. It's kind of interesting how that looks almost like there would be a way, so I guess that is a secret door. There's no really other way around it, but okay, I even found a secret door. I was like, that's not possible not to be a door. I was just thinking that maybe we can get here from the other side, but yeah, this is just completely just ends here. Nothing more in here. Just had to get close enough to that secret door. I do wonder how many secret doors I've missed. Like, we can spot them close enough if we go, but well, I might not have gone close enough to some spots, which is plausible. I'm not certain. Not certain at all. And there's a lair of the Fearfuls where we cannot go yet.
What comes,
my
friend?
God, I tried to click on the door and then you came on the way, Morrigan. The Werewolves have barred the door from the other side, so as such we have to go the long way around, which is fine. At least we visited here and saw it and had a quest updated as a result, which is okay. You could just camp here, then they would never be able to leave from here anywhere else. But of course then we would also just stay here probably pretty much forever because they wouldn't come out. Because they have seen that we can be pretty good, so then they would probably just prefer not to. Have to at least check closer nonetheless that maybe I'm missing something. Even if it doesn't seem to be the case. a rubble with just little bits of elf root. Little bits of elf root. Okay, spiders. I hate spiders. Just remember the time when we got webbed pretty much everyone and can't do a goddamn thing. It's just really not fun. I will just stop you immediately there. Yeah, I'm webbed and Alistair is webbed and everyone's goddamn webbed. Let's just get all the way over there. Do Chain Lightning. Actually, first and foremost you would do this one so that they are more vulnerable mayhaps.
Here.
Do that, which sounds good to me, and then you can do a Chain Lightning and do it to the poison spider first. I wish that you would not be webbed so I could actually do something a little bit more at this very moment. Do this. Taunt immediately, just so that we can be maybe a little bit safer with it. Would be nice. Then what? Curse of Mortality maybe. It's at least a very good spell. We could do... well, Death Cloud of course is always something we could do, but it's a question if we should do it. We could try to do a sleep here. It just means that you have to travel so far that it's not really worth it very much anymore, and then this guy is trying to come to you, so just kill it if possible. Thank you. And horror I wanted to try to do after we would be able to get the sleep off, but... well, if we have to get me at the same time, I guess that's okay. Maybe we can just not get more than that. Don't think that even affected anyone, which quite sucks, but can't be done too much about it then. Let's go to stealth, so they'll leave me alone. Nice. They're dead. All the goddamn spiders, which I hate. I hate them. Also, health bottles. Don't know where we got it from a spider, but I really couldn't say. So map looks like that's a dead end. So I possibly should visit there. I'm kind of thinking that maybe those could have a secret door behind them too, but I didn't see anything of a sort at least.
The shadows with me.
That was a suspicious sound, I have to say.
We should prepare ourselves for combat.
You don't say. This does seem to be a completely different direction than the Fairfulls though, so... yeah, that's a really freaking loud noise all the time from this whatever it is that is making those noises. Give us this. Why not? I'll have some frost weapons with us.
Don't look.
Trap detected, but where? Where did we detect the trap? There it is.
Now. Trap. So simple to see, really.
So many
now.
traps. Okay, can you guys stay there for a little bit? I don't know if it's allowed for me to just go and take care of some of these traps, but I would prefer to. There's definitely a lot of corpses over there, but the more of these traps we could take care of, the nicer it would be to actually go into whatever battle waits us.
Trap. So simple to see, really.
Yeah, so simple to see. Just one trap at a time. It's just a little dragon. Just a nice little dragon. Very nice little dragon. Let's give you the misdirection hex first, if possible. And then the death hex. Then we could stop us from not moving, so we can actually get somewhere. And yeah, go from there, I think.
I see.
dragon over here. I don't like how he's coming to exactly Morrigan. Don't know about if that managed to work, but it does look like it did, which is cool. Very much so. Let's give a curse of mortality. It is a very small little dragon compared to the high dragon that we fought before. Still a dragon, but... Alistair is doing the kill. Well, Codex updated. Yeah, this was the Dragonless Drakes, now then the Dragon. The high dragons being separate. And female dragons take much longer to mature than their male counterparts. They do undergo a metamorphosis of sorts at adulthood. But while males lose the use of their forepaws, females actually grow a third set of limbs specifically to serve as wings. Young females travel great distances looking for a suitable nesting site. Because of their nomadic habits, these are the dragons most frequently encountered by man. So this was a female dragon because they only grow wings apparently, which is interesting. And indeed, the high dragon that we fought before, which I don't think I read either, is a fully mature adult female dragon, is the high dragon, the great monster of legend, the rarest of all dragon kind. These dragons hollow out massive lairs for themselves, for they need the space to house their harem of drakes, as well as their eggs and the dragonlings. High dragons are seldom seen. They spend most of their time sleeping and mating, living off their prey their drakes bring back. But once every 100 years or so, the high dragon prepares for clutching by emerging from the lair and taking wing. She will fly far and wide, eating hundreds of animals, most of them livestock, over the course of a few weeks, and leaving smolder and devastation in her wake. She then returns to the lair to lay her eggs and will not appear in the skies again for another century. Don't remember if I exactly read about these two, so I guess I quickly could. Dragonlings, newly hatched dragons, are roughly the size of a deer and voraciously hungry. They live for a short time in their mother's lair before venturing out on their own. The slender, wingless creatures are born in vast numbers, as only a few ever make it to adulthood. Drakes. Male dragons never developed into the winged monsters of myth. At most, their forelegs grow the vertical spurs where wings membrane might have been. Once they have fully matured, males immediately seek out the lairs of adult females. When they find one, they move into her lair and spend the rest of their lives there, hunting for her and defending her young. They will aggressively defend her nest, and many would-be dragon hunters have been lost to their fiery breath and crushing blows from their tails. That is interesting, though, that indeed the dragons in here that are winged dragons are only females. Definitely a little bit different than in most cases, I'd say. In most cases, either one is female or male. Both are very much possible. Soldier's corpse, some cash, knight's corpse, dwarf corpse. How many corpses here for this little dragon? It was still a mighty opponent, of course. Even, of course, nothing remotely as difficult as the high dragon. A lot of piles of treasures there, though. But they do like their treasures. Lower level. I don't want to go to that lower level yet, though. Dragon sword. Oh, that is definitely a dragon sword, so. Health, potent, amaze, Falondine's Reach. Seems like a good bow. Silver medallion specifically. And quite a lot of gold. Let's see about this Falondine. Friend of the dead, the guide. Oh, Falondine, Letanavir, friend to the dead, guide my feet, calm my soul, lead me to my rest. In ancient times the people were ageless and eternal, and instead of dying would enter Utenera, the long sleep, and walk the shifting paths beyond the veil with Falondine and his brother Dirthamen. Those elders would learn the secrets of dreams, and some returned to the people with newfound knowledge. But we quickened and became mortal. Those of the people who passed walked with Falondin into the beyond and never returned. If they took counsel with Tirtamen on their passage, his wisdom was lost, for it went with them into the beyond also, and never came to the people. Then Fenharel caused the cause to be shut away from us, and those who passed no longer had Falondin to guide them, and so we learned lay our loved ones to rest with an oaken staff, to keep them from faltering along the paths, and a cedar branch to scatter the ravens named Fear and Deceit, who were once servants of Tirtamen, now without a master, as told by Kisharel, keeper of the Ralfingan and the Danish elves. But okay, not going down yet because we didn't actually investigate everything from the earlier, so obviously gonna go and do that. I wonder if it flew through from there or did it just enter here the other way around. Kind of a shame though, taking its life so early on, so it never could grow to be the mighty high dragon. I should have looked from the map that there's nothing in these places, but I thought that that's different direction, so surely it's not the right way. But then it ended up being exactly the right way. There's almost like ghosts there, just looking at that. That looks strange. A cocoon for all the goddamn spiders. And then a little bit into here. I don't think there's too much in this way though. Just a lot of cocoons, some treasures, all that goodiness. And an elf fruit.
Going.
Another cocoon. A chest. So that's all good. I guess we're ready to then go downstairs actually. There wasn't too much left here. After all. Not at least from what I can see. Don't know if we would require the frost weapons to be active, but we might as well have it. It doesn't even take that much of the mana from Morrigan at the moment. Okay, let's save here. Then go on. Grey Wardens possess the Rift of Conscription. I know. That's what happens to us. Happened to us, even. And area unlocked. The lower ruins. That seems to be a very costly elf. Those, on the other hand, are undead. Those are not coastal.
Oh no, you don't!
Yay! Alistair gained a level.
Shall we?
Me while I do my happy dance.
Happy dance? What's your happy dance about, Okran? That's my question. What is that about? Great sword. Let's do the level up. So a champion and a Templar you are. I'm a little bit in between the strength and constitution, but let's give at least a few points of constitution, why not? Sure, we can give one more. That then can easier survive. There is only one more shield thing that we need to take, if we want to. The character quickly strikes a target 4 times, but dealing reduced damage with each hit. If the character has a shield mastery, the damage from each hit increases. It's not the best, but I would like to master it completely. At least the Templar stuff we have completely, so that's cool. But now we do also have the champion stuff that we could be taking, which is nice. War Cry. The champion lets out a fearsome cry that gives nearby enemies a penalty to attack. With superiority, nearby enemies are also knocked down unless they pass a physical resistance check. Sure. Let's take it. I think this stuff fits for Alistair. So
And you'd like?
let's do that. So, pass a physical resistance check. Cool. It does look like there's enemies close to us, as in to the left and to the right. So, that guy does seem to be an archer. There are some archers over there too. Seems like there's less enemies over here though, so I think I'll go there.
Yeah.
With you.
Yeah? All right.
Cool. Try the taunt. Do the far cry too, because why not? Yeah, you can do that easily enough in there. Not sure if it works against this sort of skeletons, but I think it was an alright idea to do nonetheless. Yeah, there's nothing else in here. The one little archer is dead. We can go off.
All right.
Let's do this. But the little skeletons aren't really a very big threat at the end of the day.
And I'm off.
Like, sometimes they can be, but definitely at this point of the game, they are not that big of a threat. Definitely just a
And I'm
not.
off.
Got that. Cool. All of that area is emptied out of the loots. Then at least this guy dropped something. And also there's a pile of bones. Doesn't look like there's really a lot in here. Just a lot of graves. Or caskets. Yeah, caskets. Specifically. A lot of this. Who has the bow. I hate spiders. I hate spiders. I wish there wasn't spiders here. I don't like them.
Very well.
It's behind us too. We can't go all there. Otherwise, we may be in huge trouble. Try the taunt. Poor Morrigan, but yeah, being completely
Done.
trapped even, so couldn't even hope to do anything about that situation.
And I'm off.
Here.
Well, that one is at least dead, which is something, but... Train life.
Be it. Very well.
Cool. Morrigan barely survived.
Here
Very barely. But hey, it's better than nothing. Still managing to survive at least. Huh, I don't think we can actually go through here. Yeah, we can't, so that is gladly not the right way to go. It's always a lot more difficult when you see a lot of routes that you could go through. Ugh, I hate webs. Just weapons laying on the ground. To be continued with Kidarusha next time in Dragon Age.